According to numerous legends, Baba Yaga appears as an ancient witch dwelling on the border between worlds. Her dwelling, a hut standing on chicken legs, is able to move and change its location to mislead travelers. In folklore, she is described as a child kidnapper, keeper of forbidden knowledge, and a cruel sorceress who can both harm and help, but always at a terrible price. She takes the form of an old, emaciated woman with long gray hair, a sharp, crooked nose, and bony fingers. Her eyes glow with a predatory yellow fire, resembling those of a beast in the darkness. She moves in a mortar, using her broom as a rudder. Some witnesses report that the air around her is always filled with the echo of laughter and the stench of burning smoke. Threat level, 8 out of 10. Abilities. Baba Yaga wields dark magic tied to forests and liminal spaces. She is able to distort space around her victim, creating the illusion of endless wandering, summon phantom figures and spectral beasts, control fire and shadows, cast curses that affect both mind and body. Attack tactics. She first lures with a voice that imitates loved ones or children, then she attempts to lead the traveler deeper into the forest. She often relies on trickery and deception rather than direct confrontation. How to survive. Avoid entering the forest at night or alone. Never look her directly in the eyes. Her gaze has a hypnotic effect. Do not accept food, drinks, or gifts from her. They are often poisoned or cursed. If you hear laughter in the darkness or smell smoke in the woods, leave immediately. Protective items. Silver knife. Silver is believed to disrupt enchantments. Salt. Scattered in a circle, it creates a temporary barrier. Mirror reflects dark images and may repel her gaze. Iron talisman. In some regions, even a simple nail or key was believed to ward off evil. Warning. If during a night journey you suddenly hear the frightening laughter of an old woman echoing among the trees, do not search for its source. It is almost always a trap. Immediately change direction and leave the forest. An urban legend born from internet folklore in the early 2000s. Despite fictional roots, countless reported sightings and mysterious disappearances have been attributed to his presence. His image often appears in corrupted photographs and CCTV footage. Description: a tall, faceless humanoid standing between 2 to 4 meters in height. He wears a black suit and tie, blending into the shadows. His face is pale and featureless, evoking unease and disorientation. Witnesses claim that dark, tentacle-like appendages extend from his back, moving unnaturally and allowing him to ensnare victims. Threat level, 9 out of 10. Abilities: spatial distortion, alters perception of surroundings, creating confusion and loss of time. Mind manipulation, induces paranoia, hallucinations, memory loss. Teleportation, appears and disappears in an instant, often reappearing closer to the victim. Stalking, follows targets silently for days or weeks before striking. Attack tactics. Slenderman rarely attacks directly. Instead, he uses psychological torment, appearing in the distance, silently watching, causing electronics, phones, radios, cameras to malfunction, slowly driving victims into madness until they are isolated and vulnerable. How to survive. Do not engage. Avoid looking at him for extended periods. Stay in groups. Isolation makes you an easy target. Avoid wooded and abandoned areas where sightings are most common. If you feel time lapses, headaches, or static interference, leave the area immediately. Protective items. Uncertain effectiveness. Bright light sources may weaken his influence temporarily. Cameras or mirrors sometimes reveal his presence earlier than the naked eye. Iron or salt, folkloric methods said to repel other entities, may offer minimal protection. Warning: if you notice a tall, faceless figure in the distance or hear static crackling through your electronics, do not investigate. Slenderman thrives on curiosity. Run, do not look back, and never go alone. First reported in Puerto Rico in the 1990s, the Chupacabra quickly became a notorious figure in Latin American folklore. Its name means goat sucker, referencing livestock found drained of blood with puncture wounds. Though originally tied to rural legends, sightings have spread across the Americas. Description: the Chupacabra is typically described as a reptilian or canine-like creature about 1 to 1.5 meters tall. Features include glowing red eyes that shine in the dark, Sharp spines or quills running down its back, elongated fangs capable of puncturing flesh, gray-green leathery skin, often emitting a foul odor. Some accounts describe it as moving in unnatural jerking motions, silent and predatory. Threat level, 7 out of 10. Abilities: blood extraction, leaves victims drained with no signs of struggle. Silent stalking, can move without sound, even across dry ground. Enhanced senses, capable of detecting prey by heartbeat or scent. Fear induction. Witnesses report feelings of paralysis and overwhelming dread before attack. Attack tactics. The Chupacabra targets animals first, goats, sheep, cattle, before turning its attention to humans in isolated areas. Its method is consistent. Immobilize the prey. Pierce the neck or chest with fangs. Drain blood, leaving behind small circular wounds. Victims are often found without spilled blood, suggesting a supernatural method of extraction. How to survive. Avoid traveling alone at night in rural or heavily wooded regions. Keep livestock secured indoors after dark. If you encounter glowing eyes and silence where animals should be, leave immediately. Protective items. Bright floodlights may drive it away as it prefers darkness. Dogs or guard animals can sometimes sense its presence before humans. Salt or iron charms, used in local traditions as wards against predatory spirits. Warning: if you discover livestock with unexplained puncture wounds and no blood, the Chupacabra may be near. Do not remain in the area. These attacks often precede further hunting. Once it has marked a territory, it rarely leaves until it has fed.